weather aware. The thunderstorms rolling through the area today are going to be few and far between. They'll be widely scattered. Tomorrow, numerous rain bands along with thunderstorms embedded within those rain bands will be training. They'll be moving over the same location over a short amount of time. That's going to lead to an increased threat for some flooding and maybe even some rapid rises in some of our watersheds. So we've got an ABC 13 weather watch in place for Friday. Once we get into the weekend, we've got a nice big cool down, a drop in humidity, and also some lower rain chances. In fact, I almost this morning took out that rain chance for Saturday because models are coming in noticeably drier with this wave of showers and storms coming in on Friday. That storm system that's going to bring us that high rain chance is still sitting here over Southern California, just over the coastline here. That's going to continue to track and drag in all of this Pacific moisture. We're already seeing signs of that Pacific moisture in the form of clouds this morning. Those showers are few and far between this morning, but that boundary that we were waiting for yesterday to move into southeast Texas, it is now overhead, and eventually it is going to be stalling out. And once it stalls, it is going to be the focus point for some heavy rain, and that's why we have that elevated rain chance for tomorrow. It's a level 2 out of 4, so it's going to be a little bit more than just isolated. There's going to be several counties here where we may be dealing with some flooding concerns. It's not going to happen in the morning. I think the morning hours and through most of today, those rain chances or rainfall totals should stay just below a ½ an inch. As we get into the overnight hours, you're going to start to see more accumulation through noontime tomorrow. There could be those spots that pick up 1 to 2 inches of rain, especially the further north you go, where I think you're going to see a lot more of this rain falling during the afternoon and early part of the evening on Friday. So that looks to be kind of the hot period, the time frame that we're looking for widespread coverage, but also more intense thunderstorms, heavier rain bands to move through is Friday afternoon into the evening. And you can see some of the rainfall totals, most common, are going to be in that 1 to 3 inch range. And that's where we're going to find an opportunity to put a dent in that drought. It's not going to completely wipe away the drought, but certainly help alleviate some of our drought problems. Now, the severe weather threat today out to the west. Tomorrow, that severe weather threat stretches from Houston all the way into our southwest counties. Okay, time now to time out the rain. Today it's widely scattered. That front stalls out. Notice a lot of the coverage throughout the day, it's favoring our northern counties. By tonight, between 6 to 8 p.m., then we start to get a little bit more coverage along that boundary. Now here comes the rain overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Not much, maybe a 30 to 40% chance around 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. But look at by 8 o'clock, we're going to continue to see these waves of showers and thunderstorms. Here comes another wave between that 1 to 3 p.m. hour, just in time for school pickup. For the evening commute, we get another wave. So that's that training effect. You get one wave coming in, one wave going out. Then you've got another wave coming in between 7 to 9 p.m. And it's that last wave there that finally pushes out most of our rain. And so overnight Friday into Saturday morning, we should be drying out. This morning, no major issues. A little bit cooler for some of you this morning as we've got that north breeze. So some of you will be enjoying kind of a humidity-free day as those winds turn in from the north and northeast behind the front. Some of those counties, we're talking up toward Navasota, Grimes County, across the Brazos Valley, noticeably drier. Temperatures are noticeably cooler, as much as 15 degrees cooler in our northwest counties, and that's where highs today only in the low 80s. If you're along that boundary, south of that boundary, your highs are still in the low 80s, but then everybody gets in on the cool down tomorrow. More of a cool down over the weekend, and then we gradually warm up as we head into next week, ladies.
6:45, we got to check in on our local conditions. Certainly a lot of things to watch this time tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got some rain showers first for today before we get to those thunderstorms tomorrow. We're starting off with the flood risk tomorrow because we've got an elevated chance of seeing some training thunderstorms that will in turn lead to some flooded areas as the boundary stalls. This is the front that we were waiting for yesterday that didn't quite make it into southeast Texas, and because it didn't, we didn't see a whole lot of action yesterday. Today, a little bit more scattered, but really tomorrow we're going to have multiple waves of showers and thunderstorms coming through, and that's going to lead to a good amount of rain across the area. As far as rainfall totals through this evening, there'll be those spots north and east of Houston where you get a few more of those thunderstorms to throw down some heavier pockets of rain, but I think today we're going to manage okay, less than a ½ an inch of rain. Then we're talking tomorrow morning, the increase in coverage, the increase in intensity of those rain bands through the lunchtime hour. This is going to fall fall. Some of this could fall during the morning commute, 1 to 2 inches. But notice what happens during the afternoon and evening. Yeah, that color really starts to change. We start to get in that 2, 3+ inch range, and it's not isolated. It is going to be more widespread the further inland you go. And we're talking rainfall totals anywhere from 1 to 3 inches. Now, this is the type of rain that we need to put a dent in our drought, and we may just get it with multiple rounds of heavy rain and thunderstorms. So this is how I've broken down that hour-by-hour rain chance for Friday based on the latest model data this morning. So we've got some high rain chances for the morning commute. It drops ever so slightly as we get toward the lunchtime hour, and then it picks up again toward the afternoon and during the evening. So I'll be showing you that future track. One more thing to mention as far as the severe weather threat for today, it's out toward the hill country, and then it begins to shift as we get into Friday. Right now, it looks like from Houston down toward Victoria and even further off toward the east, includes Calhoun County, most of our coastal communities, areas to the north. You could get in on some thunderstorms, but right now the ingredients do not look favorable for severe weather. All right, a live look outside. It's cloudy, a lot of clouds streaming overhead. That's some Pacific moisture out ahead of that main storm system. That main storm system is eventually going to drive that cold front through. It's going to stall later on today and through most of tomorrow. 13 alert radar is quiet for now. That boundary is going to continue to slide. It's going to kind of wobble here over the next 24 to 36 hours before eventually it starts to stall. And then you can see some showers, a couple of thunderstorms. Most of our event could possibly happen once the sun goes down anytime between 6 to 9 p.m. And then it looks like we start to see multiple waves of showers. First thing tomorrow morning while you're sleeping at 2 o'clock. And then the heavier rains, the widespread coverage comes in right in the heart of that morning commute. So I encourage you to start your morning with us first before heading out to show you, to pinpoint exactly where those rain bands are setting up. And then some heavier pockets of rain moving in around that 1 to 3 p.m. hour, right around the closing bell. And then we get another wave coming in for the evening commute. But you can see these rounds of showers and storms, they're coming in very heavy, and they're moving over some of the same locations. We call that that training. And these training showers and storms continue during the evening. That final wave clears out around 9, 10 o'clock, and that's going to leave us with mostly dry conditions. The clouds stick around first thing Saturday morning, but I think for the most part, we'll be waking up to a dry sky. That northeasterly breeze is going to steadily increase tomorrow. Those winds could gust anywhere from 30 to 35 miles per hour. Still breezy on Saturday, but the winds are expected to subside. Temperatures continue to fall this morning. Dallas now at 59 degrees. We'll see temperature readings tumble into the 60s by tomorrow, but most of us from Houston southward starting off the morning into the 70s. Those of you up north where you're getting that northerly breeze behind that front, you're going to be enjoying a cooler afternoon with temperatures only warming there in the low 70s, but along that boundary and to the south, you're still in that warm, humid air where temperatures will be somewhere in the low to mid 80s, and then everybody drops off tomorrow with that rain coming in throughout the day. Temperatures only warming into the 60s, and then we dry out Saturday, Sunday, still talking temperatures in the 50s first thing in the morning with afternoon highs in the 70s, and then we gradually warm up as we head into next week, ladies.
All right, sounds good.